Hey friends, welcome to another weekly pick a card where in this video we're going to be talking about the Leo new moon energy that's coming on August 4th at 7:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is at its newest, but we'll have a pick a card in a moment, but we're going to talk first about how to make the most of the new moon wishes that we get for each new moon. So every new moon, we get 10 new moon wishes. And to make the most of these new wishes, focus on the positives, what we want, not what we're not wanting or wanting removed out of our lives. So instead of focusing on the lower vibration and things, we focus on the higher vibration of the things. Writing them out helps bring that physical energy into the physical world, and then saying and reading it out loud as we do write it or after we're done helps put that vocal vibration out into the world too. I like approaching it with gratitude. That's the higher vibration. So instead of, focus on wanting and needing, it's thanking. I thank you for ... And feel it with your heart. Let that emotional energy in there, see it in our mind's eye, getting that mental energy activated. It's really just looking at, all the four areas of our life that we have vibration, which is mental, emotional, the energetic, manifestation kind of energy, like our focal energy, and our physical action, doing as much as we can to bring and express these new moon wishes into our world. And then whatever we focus on grows and expands. The more we revisit the wishes and we focus on those, the greater the energy and the faster and bigger and greater that it can come in for us as well. Now, the energy is extra strong when we are made within 8 hours after the new moon starts. Usually say the full moon is about 8 hours before. We're like getting the trash ready to be taken out because the full moons are about release, but new moons are about planting new things. So the ground is perfect and tender for planting new seeds the 8 hours after the new moon is at its fullest. So that's the best time, or one of the more expanded times to do it. They're also extra super sparky when wishes are related to the characteristics that the moon is in at the time. So in this case, the new moon in Leo, if you focus the energy on those characteristics, it's even more. So let's take a look at those. So the general basic characteristics of Leo is all things related to children, even our inner child. It's also the spark of creativity. So where can you open up to more creativity in your life? Where are you needing more creativity? You can make wishes around that. Passion, romance, dating, true love, right? The spotlight, it shines things on. So where are you being drawn to be seen in your life? Are you afraid of being seen anywhere? Is there any type of assistance you can ask around that type of situation in your life? Leos, that energy, born to be a leader. So is it time to become the leader you were born to be? What's keeping you from stepping forward? But you can have wishes around leadership. Does your ego need a little check-in? Is there an opportunity to bump up your self-worth, or is there something that you want to help with regarding your ego? And then Leo energies, fun, fun, fun. Are you being too serious? So what hobby can you start up or expand? Write that bucket list. Put wishes around what are some fun things that you would like to have come into your life. And then Leo energy rolls over the back and the spine, heat tolerance, heart, and inflammation. So anything around these characteristics help, the energy be more expansive if you focus on wishes around these types of things. And if you're interested in finding out more about making the most of your new moon wishes, the release ceremonies of the full moon, and also you get 80 birthday wishes each year. I have a Wish Upon a Star astro reading, which is available. It's $10. And if you want to find out more about that, there is a link in the description box of the video down below. All right, so make the most of those new moon wishes. And for this pick a card, we're going to have a choice between 3 different pick a cards. You can choose from as many of them as you want. We'll start with number 1, but timestamps for everything else are listed in the description box below if you want to leap ahead. All right, if you chose reading number 1, and this is the reading for you, and because we're focusing in on that Leo energy, which actually is the sun card, we're going to kind of have like a little horizon, the sun, and we'll look at the rays here with the tarot here as we look into that. But we're going to be looking at what unseen thing is being spotlighted for you to see. We're going to start off here with this Queen of the Moon Oracle and get the overall energies. So we'll start here and on the horizon here. All right, so this is what is coming in here. So let's see what we have here. We have trust with the egg. Sorry for the glare there. They're very glossy here. So we'll have this be part of the foundation down here. So the theme of trust is going to be important for here on what is being revealed. And it says, trust yourself, develop self-trust, and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. So begin to plan carefully for the future. The little affirmation for the card is, it is the beginning, and I trust myself in all things. Perfect for the new moon, right? So apart from the trust we might develop spiritually with our higher power, self-trust is the basis of all other trust. So self-trust is a surety that we can rely upon ourselves, that our decisions are valid, that we ourselves matter, that knowing ourselves combined with trusting ourselves leads to better, more informed decisions about all aspects of our life, including career and relationships. Self-trust is far more than a flashy show of confidence. It is deeper and farther reaching than that. It is the security at the very core that no matter what, our wisdom matters and is best. It allows for flow and for faith in oneself and the way you do things moving and choosing in the world. Self-trust is a full acceptance of self. As accepting one's self becomes easier, thus self-trust will begin to shine. This gives great momentum to anything we choose to tackle or do. Our ancestors saw spring, the great thawing, as a new beginning. They would walk the marshes and plains and find newly laid eggs. More than just a symbol of fertility and new hope, the eggs meant that the worst of the cold was over and that new life really was here. The egg moon was a time of celebration and rejoicing. Companion stone or metal for this is iron. So I like that energy. You know, one of the beautiful things to find out is that, you know, we've always done the best that we could have done with the information that we had and the energy we had at the time. And so you can trust that you always make the best decision with what you know at the moment. And as you can trust yourself that if you make decisions that don't turn out quite what you want them to be, you will learn from it, you will grow from it, and they'll use that new information to make new decisions when you go forward. So I like this self-trust type of energy. We'll also pull here from the Moonology Oracle. Maybe, if I can shuffle them here. Here we go. We'll do it over here. All right, so what else do they want you to know here about this spotlight shining on this self-trust area? Okay, they want this one here. And you've got, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Yeah, so here it is, this, well, I don't know, should I trust myself? You are good enough to trust, more than good enough to trust. Let's see what energy comes with this full moon in Virgo. So it's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests that you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer the question, have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. So pay attention to details. Hard work brings results. In attuning to the moon, you can find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card: worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? Then an apology could be in order. 3, stop second guessing yourself. Here, that's trust in yourself, right? 4, raise your karma by doing something good for something else. The teaching you learn through the full moon in Virgo is that it is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Yeah, I like this trusting yourself and this being true with yourself and being honest with yourself and going, you know what? I like that, coming back to that. I've always made the best decision I could in the moment. Be gentle with yourself. Be honest with yourself, but trust yourself. And know that you're so much more stronger, so much more capable than you've ever been taught to believe. Now, part of the Sun card in the tarot, because Leo is ruled by the Sun, this Sun card energy also is about the inner child and getting into that nitty-gritty. So when we're looking into what can be spotlighted, we're going to look into the inner child oracle here as well. So let's take a look here. And I love that the moon's on the back of them too. But let's take a look here. So what else? Nope, none of those. So what else would you want those that chose reading 1 to know about this trusting and being honest with oneself, right? Here we go. So review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. I like this. And this is card number 28. Put them down here. So taking responsibility is binary in nature, and like a coin, there will always be two sides to it. On one side, if the responsibility is not ours to hold, it can be draining and harmful. On the other side, if the responsibility is ours to hold, it can be very empowering. There are certain aspects of ourselves that only we can be responsible for. Otherwise, we're giving our personal power away. Moreover, if we hold responsibility for another person, it can hinder their growth process and possibly damage our relationship with them. So if this card's come up for you, then there might be an imbalance in your life regarding responsibilities. It has an inner work exercise that says, take some time to practice responsive journaling. First, by asking yourself if you've given away your power by not taking responsibility for something. And second, by asking yourself if you are carrying something that does not belong to you. Once you've written down your answers, ask yourself how you can implement change around your relationship with responsibility in your life today. It can be equally hard to release responsibilities as it can be to take them up, so be gentle with yourself in this practice and know that it can take some time to accomplish. Note, this card does not refer to releasing responsibilities that are necessary for our well-being and the well-being of those that we're responsible for, such as children and pets. If you find yourself overwhelmed by current responsibilities, please be encouraged to seek help from family, friends, or qualified professionals. The responsive journaling prompt for this is there anything stopping you from releasing or taking responsibility today? So I like this because on one side, we could take on other people's responsibility about their, mistrust and with their, not being truthful to themselves, right? I like this about, realizing your choices, realizing what you have brought into your life, what you are choosing for your life, and trusting yourself, being true to yourself, and not taking on the responsibility of other people's emotions and choices and, their perspective here. There's also that flip side of not blaming other people, going, well, they were supposed to do this for me. No, this is about you taking responsibility for your life and who you are, shining the light and really getting honest with yourself, but also realizing and being gentle with yourself, like it said, and allowing yourself this growth that can come in with all this. So I like this. And then we're going to look here at the Crystal Medicine Oracle. See what's at the center of kind of the healing or the transformation. This is going to be kind of like a tool that helps here with transformation, with being gentle. I just feel like gentleness with yourself, trusting yourself. And even though I made some poor choices in our life. Yeah, we all do. But that's part of our growth. And you can trust yourself with your information. And that there's no wrong or right in life. There's just only different choices with different experiences too. All right, so what else? All right, they do want this one for you. So let's see what we got here. We've got rebirth. Yeah, here's spring, just like it was talking about here before, mentioned here in the egg moon about that. And it's got spring, rebirth, and Shiva Lingam, card number 21. So we'll put that right here. Kind of center-ish. Okay, we'll put it right here. And let's see what comes in here with this for you. So you've called this card today as confirmation that you are currently undergoing a time of rebirth. And this is an opportunity for you to shed your old skin and old ways that are no longer serving you, and a time to birth deeper aspects of yourself. This is a natural part of life when the old is no longer required and an opportunity is offered for you to birth into a new state of being or consciousness. Do you feel like the universe has pulled the carpet from under you and all you used to know is no longer working? Is there a dead end at every turn? Are you being challenged by situations and people around you? Are you experiencing a stirring inside and notice that your tolerance level has decreased? These are all signs that a rebirth is in order. It can be uncomfortable when you're encouraged to let go of aspects of yourself you may have thought kept you safe. You are encouraged to trust in the guidance of your own soul. Trust in the guidance of your own soul. Can't make it up. And surrender to a deeper sense of yourself as you fall into the fire and rise from the ashes. It is a powerful time in your life, so make sure to honor yourself in this sacred time of expansion and growth. Be still, listen to your gut instincts, and follow the path of your heart, even if it scares you. Make sure to listen to your wisdom and dance to the beat of your own drum. I love it so much in alignment with everything we talked about. Now, the medicine is spring. So spring is the season between winter and summer when the weather starts to warm up and things come to life. Animals wake from their slumber, and the plants and flowers start to grow and blossom again. Spring offers the energy of new beginnings and rebirth, when the seeds of intention that you've planted throughout the year start to manifest and come to fruition. Many religions celebrated and worshiped this time as a sign of rebirth, resurrection, and new beginnings. It's time to spring into spring and wake from your sleep as you create your heart's desires and rebirth more aspects of yourself. Yeah, getting true with yourself, trusting yourself. I love this. The crystal that comes with this is Shiva Lingam, and it is associated with rebirth. It expands self-awareness, and it can assist you in shedding your old skin. Little ceremony you can do regarding this is find a quiet place in nature, take a few deep breaths as you relax, call upon the spirit of spring to assist you in your visualization. Take a moment to tune into your heart and the new aspects of yourself that are currently birthing. Visualize these aspects growing in your life and see yourself fully setting into them. Stay with this visualization for a few minutes and then see yourself 1 month down the track, 6 months down the track, and then 1 year down the track. Fully integrate these powerful, deeper aspects of yourself. Beautiful. I love that for you. And then we're also going to pull here from the Tarot of the Divine. And we'll pull some cards here for the rays of the sun. See what more clarity they want to bring you regarding these. All right. So what else for those that chose reading number 1, please? Okay. I do want that one and this one and this one and this one. And this one here. All right. So here are your rays. We'll start from over here. And you have the moon card. So the moon energy is very important, with this new birth and the new moon and the new moon wishes. Make sure to really take advantage of this new moon beginning energy that's coming in for this Leo. It can definitely guide you here. So don't underestimate and dismiss the beautiful moon energy. Mother Luna, she's comforting. She's also allows things that are hidden and unknown to come forward too. So really any kind of meditation or any kind of ceremony that you do around the new moon will help draw and show these things to you. And you have the Magician, 2 major arcana. So the Magician, it does shine light here on whatever you invest your energy in is what grows and expands in your life. So, pay real close attention to where you are focusing. Am I focusing on what I'm missing? Am I focusing on what I'm wanting? Do I focus on what I'm fearing or what I'm hating? Well, that just pushes all that energy more. When we focus on missing and wanting, we can't not miss or not want anymore if we get what we're missing and wanting. So, but when we're focusing on it, we're telling the universe, I want to feel more of that. So it pushes things away. Same thing with our fears and hatred. It'll draw those things more to us that we hate and fear and push things out of our life that we fear we're going to lose. So really using this moon energy is going to bring with this combination, a lot of manifestation energy. Things are going to come in very fast, like the week before and the week after of this moon. So it's really beneficial for you to pay attention to where you're investing your energy in those. Yeah, you have the Knight of Coins. Normally with the Knight of Coins, it's the slowest moving knight out of them all, but I feel like they're saying that things are going to speed up, things are going to draw to you very fast during this period. So it's important to focus in on what you feel like defines you, your worth, etc. Because there's also this energy of this knight is on a quest for that Ace of Pentacles, which is the way it looks at its worth in relationship to the outside world. So this turning inward to define yourself is very present here too. The outside world, we're taught to look in relationships, situations, and things, but all those things are unstable. This is turning you inward and upward for this rebirth, this new way of looking at your worth in relationship to that outside world. Yep, and then you have the Tower card too. The Tower card does tell us whatever unfolds in our life is for us. Just sometimes it's difficult for us to realize that when a tower is burning down. But eventually we have enough tower kind of moments in our life. We realize that it's always an upgrade. Things are being moved out of your life to make space for something that's more in alignment with your path, something more in alignment with your, your journey. And so it's like this tower gets burnt down, but a whole castle with 4 towers and all 4 corners it replaces it. So it's always an upgrade. It's always something more in alignment that we eventually see that it's for us. So trust that. Trust, right? All right. And then lastly, you have the King of Wands. Yeah. King of Wands is about owning your energy like the magician here. And it is about focusing on what is it that you truly want, not what everyone else has told you that you should want, but what do you want? This is the changing of leaving behind the old ways, beginning this new adventure, you defining it, putting an action plan together, investing your energy, and then moving forward with it. Getting out of your head about trying to please everyone else and, looking at this responsibilities again. What am I responsible for? And first of all, you're responsible for your own happiness. You can't make anyone else happy unless they're already happy on the inside. No one can make you happy on the inside till you're happy on the inside already. So this transformation, I just feel like the sun is shining a bright light upon how you view yourself. And this clarity, this empowerment that comes in, that I'm the one that gets to choose the path going forward. I'm the one that gets to choose for me, and I'm releasing responsibility for everyone else because I can't make them happy. Only they can. So beautiful, beautiful rebirth energy that's coming in. And I love this for you. And this is what they have for you, for all of you that chose reading number 1. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support. And as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to be looking into what unseen thing is being spotlighted for you to see, because that's that Leo energy, the sun energy. Thus, we got the horizon, the sun. We'll get the rays of the sun from the tarot here as well as we dive in. But it is that reflection. Leo is ruled by the sun, so that's the not the incentive, but the idea where that comes from. So we're going to start off here with the Queen of the Moon Oracle here and see what the overall energy is about what unseen thing can be spotlighted. So for all those that chose, all right, reading number 2, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. You got the Sovereignty coming in, card 41. Beautiful, powerful card here. It actually is the card that's on the front of the little book that comes with it. So let's take a gander and see here. So card 41, is it the last card? Nope. So you have sovereignty over your own life. Act with grace and confidence. You have the ability to unite disparate people and views should you choose to do so. The buck stops with you. You're powerful. Act like it. The little affirmation that comes with this is, I reign over my own realm. It says, goddesses of the moon are one of the oldest kinds of feminine divine and featured in mythologies from almost every corner of the globe. From Diana of ancient Rome and the Greek Artemis to the Semitic Astarte and Hina from Polynesia, the link with the feminine divine and the lunar planet and cycles is a strong one. These goddesses, in all their myriad of forms, were extremely powerful and demonstrated to women that they naturally had power as well. We should strive to be the powerful queens of our own domain. Women especially have been socialized to defer, to keep small, to be quiet, and to hold a very twisted kind of service that borders on servitude. And while in many first world countries, women can choose to be what they wish to be on paper, women still experience inequality in most countries and areas, such as wage disparity and an imbalance of the numbers of women in government or in high-level board positions. However, what has been accepted in the past is not what will be accepted in the future. A new queendom is coming. When we reign over our own lives, it is us that take on the responsibility for our own change and decisions. The Moon Queen knows that we, just under the divine, are our own rulers, and as such, the buck stops here. Therefore, it is worth us investing in growing our own self-awareness, our own self-trust, self-care, and self-esteem in real and practical ways. We must, as any queen would, set firm boundaries to protect our queendom and those who are under our protection. This does not mean we become cruel rulers. We should always aim for benevolence, fairness, and a great love for all, as well as ourselves. It does mean we may have to push against those who do not respect our line in the sand. Ooh. So companion stone or metal is platinum with this. And this energy feels a little bit similar to reading one. So if you were like, well, I don't know one or two and you chose two, I would highly recommend checking out number one as well. So definitely stepping into your power, and whether you're male or female or how you identify, you know, we all have divine feminine energy. We all have also that we can relate to feeling suppressed and quieted and made to feel small and powerless, and to dim our light, where instead of the sun, Leo energy is about not asking permission to shine, not dimming our light for anyone, but being our true authentic self and shining forward our light. So I like this starting off, and then we're also going to look here at the Moonology Oracle. So let's give these a couple shuffles here for the power of two, for all of those that chose reading number 2. So what else regarding this sovereignty and charge in our lives here? Okay, I think it's this one right here. And you got bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So yeah, here's that again. That's the last thing it said in here was, you know, bringing love into situations. So I like that coming in here. So let's see what energy comes with the new moon in Aquarius. So Aquarius is all about progress and modernity, or modernity, I guess is how you say that. So this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back, right? Even says here, the future is, even though the past has done this, it doesn't mean it has to stay the same in the future. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an eclectic feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move forward towards your future as soon as possible. We also have a full moon in Aquarius happening later in this month, I believe. So to attune to the moon, this moon energy, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings for the card are that you need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. And improve your karma by doing something like charitable work. The teaching that you get from this is Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs, as is this card, no matter when you draw it. Dropping convention works well with this energy. So letting go of the old ways and coming into the new, that's like a lot of the Aquarius energy is that. About being ahead of our time and moving forward. And this is the age of Aquarius where we're going through this huge transformation, like old ways are falling away, new ways are coming into being. And then we're going to look at the inner child oracle here. The sun card that represents Leo energy is about the inner child. So we'll see what else they want you to know here about this sovereignty and letting old ways go and leading with love instead of trying to change people's minds. It's about changing people's hearts through giving love instead. But let's see what else they have here. What else do you want those for? Okay, I do want this one. Reading 2. And you've got practice freedom, release the weight of judgment. Yeah. So here comes again, letting go the old ways. Card number 26. And that's a lot of what this is. The swords, I love the air quality that's coming in here too, because we do get caught up in, focusing on the small t truths that are rooted in fear. We're afraid of rejection. We're afraid to think outside the box and to rattle the cage or to rock the boat. But this is about freedom, because when we have ourselves under a bunch of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, a lot of restrictive type of energy, then we kind of act as God's little sheriff, trying to make sure, well, if I have to do it, by golly, everyone else is too. But when we set ourselves free, we also set everyone else free. So freedom for us, but freedom for everyone else too. It says judgments that we or others have placed upon ourselves can shackle us, stealing our joy and will to fully embody our life. It is a heavy burden to carry the weight of judgment, and it can keep us trapped in a cycle of fear and blame. If you've pulled this card, it might be time to consider whether you're being held prisoner by judgments. An inner work exercise you could do is take some time today to reflect on the beliefs that you hold about yourself or your inner child. Write down as many core beliefs as you can, and then review your statements for signs and patterns of judgmental beliefs or fears. A good way to do this is to speak these statements out loud and then focus on the feelings and sensations you experience afterward. On a separate page, write down all of the statements that did not leave you feeling empowered and hopeful. Now is the time to dig a little deeper. Where did these beliefs come from? Why do you believe this is true about yourself or your inner child? If you release these beliefs, are you afraid something might happen? Are parts of your identity built around these beliefs? Answering these questions can help you understand where these judgmental beliefs came from and why they might have been hesitant to go. Now is the time to counter them. Write down the opposite statements to these judgmental beliefs. Say them aloud and see how you feel. Do you feel empowered, hopeful, or full? If so, then there is truth here that needs to be spoken. And a responsive journaling prompt question is, how does it feel to speak words of truth and freedom over yourself now? So I like this. This is a lot of that which is below the surface that the light is being shown on here, right? These old beliefs, this old way of looking at things. And then we're going to look here at the Crystal Medicine Oracle. This will be like a tool, the tools and some additional information regarding this here. But I like this transformation, some old beliefs that you've been afraid to confront and transform and to speak out loud. I just feel like there's this speaking out loud message that's been come through here in a few of the cards too. So let's see, what else for those that chose reading number 2? All right, here we go. And you've got the ancestor healing with the tree as the medicine and amber. And here's the number 1, a new beginning that's coming in here. I like this for you because, you know, this ancestral healing, the things that have been passed down from generation to generation, thoughts and beliefs that have just been passed on and passed on and passed on and not questioned, right? Things that were rooted in fear, not those that were rooted in love. So important there. All right. So ancestor healing says we hold and carry the lessons and wisdom of our family in our blood and bones, and it's held deeply within our DNA. Tribes from the beginning of time would pray for the 7 generations, both past and present, to assist them in healing the bloodline. Just as we have our own karma to balance and our own lessons to learn, we also hold and carry those of our ancestors, patterns, and unresolved physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual issues that can be handed down through the family line. This medicine is a strong sign you are currently undergoing some powerful healing related to your ancestors. And this card showing up can represent that the current challenges in your life could be directly linked to your family and your family's karma. All the wisdom that your ancestors have discovered also runs deep within your bones. It is time for you to bring awareness to your current challenges, as there is a larger possibility they could be hereditary. Once you understand and discover the roots of this karma, deep healing will begin. Your ancestors are always with you, looking out for you, guiding and loving you from the other side. And they are here today to let you know that you're not alone. And if you've been thinking about a certain family member that's passed, this can be a sign that they're just letting you know that they're with you. The medicine comes in here with the tree. Trees are another powerful medicine of earth, and our connection runs deep. We would not be able to breathe and exist on earth if it was not for our interconnectedness with the trees. They are the guardians of the land, and they have a spirit and consciousness that is very much alive. Trees also hold the wisdom and stories of our ancestors. The Druids understood the magic of the trees and worked powerfully with them. Each tree has its own energy or medicine that, when understood, can be utilized for healing on many levels. Trees are also the vortex by which to travel to shamanistic energy worlds, allowing us with intention and spiritual practice to enter into the lower, middle, and upper worlds. When we pass, we dissolve back into the earth, and all our memories and knowledge. The roots of the trees are in the earth, so by connecting to the trees, we connect to the ancient wisdom of our ancestors. The companion stone here, the crystal, is amber. Amber is the blood of a tree and connects us to the blood of our ancestors. It draws out disease from the body, and it invokes wisdom. Little ceremony you can do with this says, find a powerful tree with which you feel a connection. Sit with your back against the tree. Become aware of the spirit of the tree and take a few minutes to connect with it. Call upon the spirits of your ancestors and feel their presence. Connect into what you're going through with your current challenges. If you haven't been going through any challenges, take this time to ask your ancestors to share some wisdom with you that can help you in your life. Take a moment to connect, welcome them, and take this time to communicate whatever you need to share and be open for their response. See yourself handing these issues back to your ancestors, which they will receive with an open heart, and then heal with love and awareness. Your ancestors will hand your healing energy and the wisdom that's been understood from this challenge. Receive this energy and wisdom and place it in your heart. And then thank your ancestors. Wow. So there we go in there again, talking about love and replacing and transforming the messages and the purpose and the intention and the ingredients to include love, 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 love. So I love that. And then we have the Tarot of the Divines. Let's see what little sun rays come out here for you. So for all of you, I chose reading number 2. All right, so what else do you want those that chose reading number 2 to know here, please? All right, so we do have this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one here. Well, looks like you get a bonus one, so we'll fit all those in here. Let's just kind of scooch that in. We'll make it look like this. A bigger rays of sun coming through here. Brighter, brighter, brighter. All right. So we'll start over here, and you've got the Queen of Coins. So Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, new birth, of course, coming in here with this number 1, ancestor healing. And she reminds me of the Empress energy, which is very, very detached from the supposed to's and the shoulds and the need to's, the rules that come in. You know, it's like the Empress is the number 3 normally, and the Major Arcana number 4, number 5 are the Emperor and the Hierophant, which bring in the rules of society and the rules of organized religion and judgments and, you know, punishment and penalty for not doing the things. But she's more free. She's more out in nature, getting out in nature, feeling the freedom of nature. Feels like it's an important part of this too. Of course, get out among the trees. Yeah, the 9 of Cups, here's joy and celebration. This is like dreams come true that comes in with this. So there is this feeling of fullness and overflowingness of emotion when you choose love, right? The Ace of Cups is really what brings in this fulfillment and this feeling of wholeness. We look to the outside world for that emotional fulfillment, but it always falls short because those things of the outside world are unstable, are temporary, right? 3 cups that we drink from, that makes us still realize how empty we feel. Relationships, people change, people walk away, people pass away, right? Temporary and unstable. Situations like jobs, education, whatever, never stay the same, always changing. And things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, break down, deteriorate, explode. So all that instability turns us inward and upward. This connection to the unconditional love from above, not the conditional love rooted in fear of the human world and roles, right? And the Queen of Cups. So all this emotion definitely, both queens, they roll over their own suit, but all queens are given a second portion. So you got a lot of emotional energy coming in here. And that's how we connect upward to spirit. She's actually very intuitive, very connected to her spiritual gifts, very empathic, feeling people's emotions. So there's a lot of emotion of love that comes in here, and realizing that we could accomplish things and have things happen in the outside world. But if we don't have that love in our heart, then we don't feel real unconditional love. We'll still feel empty. Yeah, and you have the Page of Coins. So you do have new opportunities that are coming in and opening up because of this. So the energy changes when you're focusing in on who you are and who you want to be. And there's also this change of direction, the sovereignty, connecting to love. It's like, how do you uniquely want to share the love in your heart with the world in your own special and unique way? I feel like there's this important energy that's coming in here about choosing that, and these new opportunities come forward if you will put your heart first. Get out of your head and into your heart. Yeah, the Devil card, get out of your head. The Devil card is the Saturn shaking and rattling energy, the rattler, which allows us to see that we are in a cage. We don't realize we're in a cage until the cage gets rattled, and we're like, oh, wow, look at all these long-held thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from my past that have been ruling over my life and keeping me feeling restricted and trapped, both in mind and in heart. But the Devil card, the Saturn energy, Capricorn energy, comes in on purpose to help us see it and see that there's this door in the cage that's always been unopened and unlocked and not even closed. It's ajar, a jar, meaning slightly open, right? And then we're like, wow, the shaking makes it squeak. And we're like, what was that? And we turn around and go, how long has that door been there? And they're like, all along. But there's this freedom that comes in, right, with this release from all these expectations that we kind of had given to us. And then you have the Strength card. So here's more Leo energy, and this is about connecting our human self, connecting with our higher self, realizing that what we've been hungering for all along, but without which has been making us feel so hungry and starving, is actually the unconditional love from it within us. And that, when the lion goes and seeks the outside world for fulfillment, it becomes desperate, a hungry, angry lion roaring, and our higher self comes down, being a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. It knows that what our human is hungering for is that unconditional love. So our higher self doesn't try to kill the lion. It joins together hand and paw, showing that we complete that energy as we walk through life together, hand and paw in this case. But I like this energy that's coming in here, really stepping into your ownership of who you are, but this underlying tone of that the answer to everything is love, and unconditional love. And we find that inward and upward. Rarely in the outside world right now, unless you bump into an intuitive enlightened master or something. But for the most part, where we find that for sure is within our own heart, inward and upward, connecting to the eternal unconditional love of the Creator, the Spirit, and the universe. So I love this for you, and that's what they have for you, for all of you that chose reading number 2 for this time. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support. And as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And so we're going to be looking into what unseen thing is being spotlighted for you to see. This is the sun. This is a horizon. We're going to have your little sun rays here because the sun rolls over Leo. So this Leo new moon energy is the inspiration for all of this here. And we're going to dive into the sun shining light on some area of your life. We're going to start off here with this Queen of the Moon Oracle and see what the general theme is. What is this thing? What is this thing? This unseen thing. It's going to have some light shined upon it. I guess shown is probably the proper English word. But let's take a look here and see. For those that chose reading number 3, all right, here you go. And you've got Beauty, card number 20. Beautiful card there. So we'll put that here, scooch that down a little bit, and let's see what energy this brings in here for you. So beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms, and we can choose to find it. And I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. The affirmation for this little card is, I see beauty everywhere, and it raises my vibration. One of the high needs in the author's life is that of beauty. She says that she needs to be exposed to what she finds beautiful, often to be at her best. And you might find that a strange need, but it's far from uncommon, especially among creatives and artists. Beauty to her isn't lots of makeup or fancy skincare or society's current beauty ideal. For her, beauty is nature and having things she found beautiful in her environment. She looks around her as she writes this, and she can see the inky dark clouds racing across a violent sky and the birds riding the wind, and it's beautiful. On her desk is a small piece of glass a friend made for her in a small bowl full of summer frangipani. It's Frangipani. I don't know how to say that. I'm sure it's some sort of flower or something. My feet, or her feet, rest on a hand-woven carpet of desert colors, and her toenails are painted a shimmering turquoise, which is her favorite color. All of these are experiences of beauty to her. They raise her mood, they give her joy, they bring joy to her eyes, her heart, and her mind. Everyone can experience beauty every day if they choose to look. One of the important differences between ancient pagan and the modern idea of beauty is that the old ways state there is a need for the core of the self to be developed and strengthened to enable and foster true beauty. This is an important two-way double punch, as there is a strong mind-body connection when it comes to both beauty and vitality. Yes, while it's acceptable to use therapies that treat or beautify externally, it's equally important to stop bad habits detrimental to health that will interrupt the good that you are doing. For example, you could be using the most effective treatments on the market to nourish your skin, but if you can't give up smoking, there's a finite level of health that your skin can achieve. The unbalanced first world ideal of beauty is at its zenith right now, with more people than ever before undergoing and normalizing plastic surgery and injectable chemicals. Everyone has an individual right to decide how they wish their body to look and adopt an idea of physical beauty. However, it's the source of the influence that is worrying. Who told a woman who has altered her appearance that there was something wrong with her face, her eyes, her smile, her expression in the first place? Who had the audacity to say, "You are not enough," because she had some smile lines? Think about that. Who is making women, in particular, so fearful? Who or what wants you to question yourself and the very essence of how you interact with the world and why? Who wants you to be the same as everyone else and less of who you are? Society? Some marketing guy for big cosmetics? A retouched spokesmodel? Real beauty is hypnotic, yet in reality has less to do with youth than it does with the spirit coming through the skin. The word charisma comes from the Greek charis and ma, meaning the spirit shining through. Wow. Each of us possesses a unique beauty, one that gives us confidence if we recognize it. Each of us is desirable. Each of us perfectly formed to be what we want to be. But should we become too obsessed by the external, something that is, after all, fleeting, we may become unhappy and chase an ideal that is impossible to uphold. Companion stone for this or metal is Larimer. Yeah, so this is about finding inner beauty, finding your true beauty. I love that. Finding the spirit within you and allowing it to shine through. I like that. I'm going to write that down. So finding the spirit within you. All right. I love that for your theme. And we're also going to dive deeper and look into this Moonology Oracle. So let's see. We'll give these 3 shuffles for the power of 3 for those that chose number 3. All right. So what else about this inner beauty and allowing the inner spirit to shine? And you've got you and your loved ones are safe. You got the new moon in Cancer, the ruler over the moon energy is coming through here. So new moon, another new moon energy to aid in this new moon in Leo. So there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or even moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. Yeah, definitely that message coming through here. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. Wow. So attuning to this moon energy, you can make sure you put family first. And additional meanings for this card, there's 5. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. And spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. I love this, allowing you to find your inner beauty, your inner spirit, allowing it to glow forward. I feel like this, is private for you, but I also feel if you have children or of your own, or you interact with children, that you impart this by living it and you show them how the light that they have within themselves too. The teaching for this new moon in Cancer is that we can be can be super emotional at times, so there could be super emotional energy that's coming in. Yeah, I mean, this does cut quite deep, doesn't it? gets back to our root of being made fun of and people shaming us and feeling like we can't be ourselves, our peers at school telling us who we're not and trying to fit in, and that you're too tall, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too this, too that, right? And this moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. So saying that, the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer. It's one of her 2 home signs along with Taurus. So whenever you pull it, this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. Wow. Yeah, so there is this healing of what, people said, and they're reminding me, one of my dear friends, she's in her early 60s, and she, for all her life, some things that her brothers said and did to her when she was a toddler, she carried her entire life. And she went to visit them. When she came back, I was actually staying with her at the time, and she was like, "Oh my God, you won't believe it. I finally talked to my brother and said, when you said this and this and this," he's like, "What? I probably just made that up." They had, of course, right after they said it, had forgotten it, but we carried these things that wounded us, that we allowed to wound us, right? That we believed, that we rehearsed, and these things that we keep looping our entire lives till we look at it and bring it up and we transform it. So where do we feel we're not beautiful? Where do we feel we fall short, that we're too less of something or too much of something? There's this beautiful healing that comes in. And it's wonderful that, Leo energy, it's ruled by the sun, and the sun is also about, the sun card in the tarot is about the inner child, and looking at the inner child and those things that were said when we didn't know what to do with when we were 7 years old and younger. Now we're going to look at the inner child oracle and see what they bring through with all this. So let's take a look here and see what message comes in. Let's just shuffle these up one more time. All right. So what else do you want us to know about this inner beauty and this healing, this transformation? Probably gets this one right here. And we've got find your haven. There is a place of wonder waiting just for you. Just for you. Let me just kind of... It's like you're going to walk through this cave to this beautiful place that's just for you on the inside. Very perfect for you. All right. And that was card number 13. Okay. So as children, we sought our secret places that were hidden and special. We found them while climbing up in a tree or lying in the tall grass. We built forts of pillows and sheets, tents of sticks and branches, homes of imagination and magic. We strung up fairy lights and collected trinkets and treasures for our special place. We read our stories there and ate our forbidden treats there. It was a place all our own. And if you've pulled this card, it's come up here for it, maybe a time to find a hideaway once again. There's a playfulness exercise here. It says, before you begin to consider where this special place might be, first connect with the adventurous aspect of your inner child. Remember what it felt like when you stumbled upon those hidden places, how it hummed with its own magical energy just for you. And now, once you hold this feeling inside of you, let your intuition guide you to where you might connect with this energy again as an adult. I like this because it's like those places when you were off by yourself and you found them, you felt like this unconditional love, this perfect. You didn't have this judgment of yourself. You just felt like everything was great. You didn't have to have defensive walls. You didn't have to worry about what other people thought of you because you had your special little space that was just you, where everything was perfect and as it should be, right? Instead of feeling like things were not as they should be. It says, note, if as a child you were unable to experience the magic of a hideaway, then the following practice might be beneficial. First, reflect on the aspects of life that bring you wonder. Next, take steps to incorporate these aspects into a physical place that will embody that wonder. If you cannot recall that which brings you wonder, reflect on what makes you feel safe and take steps to create that space for yourself today. You have a responsive journaling prompt that you can do. What magical things can you bring into your life today? Let your imagination run free with the possibilities. There are no limits on our dreams. Wow, I love that. Again, that safe space. That space where there's just, it's beauty, surrounding yourself with beauty again, but allowing it to be expressive for you, what you enjoy, not what you think other people think you should enjoy or they would enjoy. What do you enjoy? I like that. And then we're going to look at the Crystal Medicine Oracle. We're going to see what can come in here for you to help you on this adventure. And one more. All right. So what else for those that... Whoa, okay. Shows reading number 3. Zoom. So, you got soul retrieval. I love this. Getting back pieces of your soul. The middle world is the medicine, and Galena is the crystal that can help with this too. So let's take a look here and see soul retrieval. So if you attracted this card today, is there's an opportunity for you to receive a soul retrieval healing. Throughout life, we all at some point experience a trauma that can create a fracture in our energy. Most people can look back on their life and pinpoint an experience that shaped them differently and caused them to relate to life in a different way. When we experience a frightening event or trauma, a piece of us, a positive aspect is frozen and left in that time and place where the energy, within that energy body. Healers and shamans work powerfully to heal these fractures using a process called soul retrieval. This is when they travel through timelines to the spirit world to retrieve this energy and bring it back into the physical, into the present moment, where this energy can heal the original fracture at a deep level. So this, whatever this fractures, like we talked about with my friend who experienced things when she was 7 years old and younger, that's when those beliefs of that I'm beautiful, we suddenly started believing we didn't, and we left those pieces behind in that kind of space. This is bringing it all back to us now. Do you feel like a part of you is missing? Do you have a memory of a trauma that keeps raising its head? Do you feel unsettled and as though you're in need of some healing? Now is the time to reconnect to positive energy that you had before the traumatic experience. It's time to heal this old trauma so you can free yourself from this fragmented energy in your life. It's time to reclaim this aspect of yourself and live your life with a deeper sense of peace. Make sure to do the ceremony, which I'll talk about at the end here, to assist you in this process, or find a healer or shaman to work with you. Now, the medicine is the middle world, and it says the middle world is another world the shamans would journey into to receive specific medicine and energy for healing. This world is the spiritual realm of the physical plane or the non-ordinary reality. Healers and shamans would travel there to connect to the spirits of everything in nature and receive the energy medicine of things such as the mountains, planets, crystals, moon, sun, the elements, trees, and everything that exists on the earthly plane. It can also travel down through the timeline in the middle world to connect to the energy of the experiences that have happened in life. Many healers work within this realm to facilitate soul retrieval and heal issues and trauma of the past and future. You can travel to this world by calling upon your power animal, closing your eyes, and dropping into a trance-like state with the intention of traveling to the sacred realm and allowing your spirit to leave your body. Ground yourself before you do that. Anchor yourself so you don't drift off into the universe, right? So the crystal Galena here, Galena opens the realms of the middle world. It grounds the spiritual body into the physical. It also helps to regulate blood pressure. And the ceremony that you can do for this, find some time to sit quietly in a comfortable position. Set the intention that you would like to access and receive medicine for healing a soul aspect. Then close your eyes, call your power animal in, and if you know it. And if not, work with Galena and call upon its diva, the goddess of the crystal. Your power animal or crystal diva will guide you through the middle world as you allow yourself to leave your body. Travel and receive the medicine. You won't always get clarity on what has happened, however, but trust that some part of you knows and you've received the medicine. Come back slowly and make sure to be kind and gentle to yourself as you create a safe and sacred space to integrate the medicine. It could take a few days, and it is different for each person. And then thank the spirits. I love this. Beautiful, beautiful. All working so well together. And then lastly, we'll look at here at the Tarot of the Divine to find out what your sun rays are here. So let's shuffle these 3 times. There's 2 and then 3. All right. So what else do you have here? Okay, you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right, you got extra cards here. So we'll fit those in as extra rays in here. But let's start with this one over here. So you have the Lovers, you have the power of emotional choice. And I like this. This is about becoming your own best love with this energy. I just feel like this is about your connection to your child self, to your higher self, to yourself. This is, for me, it feels like a lot of self-love, and that's where the love starts, right? It starts with our own self. We fill up and then overflow out to the world, helping others learn about how lovable they are, and then also raises our love vibration, which allows a higher love to come in for us too in our lives. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, 2 of Cups. So you got both lover. You got both of these, which would be like relationship kind of energies that come in here. So it's definitely important to find this place within us about our lovability and how beautiful we are, and letting that spirit shine out. It is what brings us important relationships in our lives, or enhances the relationships that we're in already. So it is an important piece of your journey and your adventure that'll impact every area of your life, both, lovers, friendships, family, co-workers, whatever. It fills you up on the inside, and then all this floods out. It's like there's this wholeness, this completeness that happens that you can't get in the outside world. You find all of this within, but then you start impacting the outside world. Yeah, Knight of Swords, seeing things from a different perspective. The pursuit of higher knowledge and clarity is an important part of all this here for you. And the Page of Swords. Yeah, so here again, both of these it's important to be able to keep an open mind and allow ourselves to flow into this new way of looking at things and seeing things, because it allows you to see yourself differently. And so whatever it takes to be able to kind of step back and take some deep breaths and to keep an open mind as you look at this stuff is a very important piece. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, because you have the Seven of Swords. These are the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that used to deceive you, steal opportunity from you, right? When we feel low about ourselves and unbeautiful and don't allow that spirit and that beauty and that completeness within us to fill us up and shine outward, because we are deceptive of ourselves, we also invite deception into our lives, and then we also cheat ourselves out of things in the outside world, right? So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, you got the Page of Cups. So opportunity for this higher love to come in, for sure. The Queen of Cups, yeah. Here's all, she rolls over emotion. So there's definitely is this deep emotional energy that comes in. It will transform things emotionally for you coming in. And you have the Two of Wands. So this power of emotional choice that comes in is important with all of this. I just feel like there's this, whatever you focus on is what grows and expands, and you get to choose what emotion you feel in each moment. And we believe a lot of this stuff about things because we've been taught about it in the past, like, well, no, this is how you have to feel about yourself. Focus on what you hate, focus on what you fear, focus on this, how you're not good enough. Then that all grows. But this is about changing and having this completeness come in. And I feel like this was incomplete here because we've got all these rays, but there's a ray missing. They want me to pull from the bottom of the deck and see what this is. Yeah, and Two of Swords. So that completes it. Twos. You are in charge of the stories you put to each situation, of the emotion you choose in each moment, the energy you put in each moment, and also the Two of Pentacles would be the only one that was missing here, but your actions that you take in the outside world. So very empowering energy, really discovering that missing piece of who you are, that what you felt was not worthy, not good enough, that was too much or too little of something. And there's this healing, this transformation, the soul retrieval that's happening that brings back the completeness. You've never really lost it. It was just stuffed so far down there. Bring it up to show you that you are beautiful, you are complete, you are powerful. You are this eternal, supernatural spirit being who is powerful and made of unconditional love. You're perfect. You are a perfect mountain already. You're just walking around discovering who you really are. There's a lot of awareness that comes through this. And I love this for you. All right, so this is what they have for you, for all of you that chose reading number 3. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.